Just had a few ideas that I kind of wanted to try out. So I'm going to go through a few different things and we'll just kind of have some fun today. So for the grilling, I'm going to put all these tall sticks in. These are a little bit bigger than thumb sized, but I'm going to go ahead and light these like I would a Swedish fire torch down in there. And I think it'll all burn up pretty fast and turn into hot coals pretty fast. Going, and we're going to grill with this.
What's that white stuff?
It's smoke.
Cool, it looks really pretty.
And then I wanted to try out doing a Swedish fire torch with just a hole. So it's not split into four separate pieces, but it's just one big hole. It will be forced to burn from the inside out. It won't be able to burn, you know, all the surfaces at the same time. I'm going to experiment with the steaming idea again. So this is going to be the same. I'm just going to use this pan that I've drilled the edges with because it worked really well last time. So that's going to be kind of the standard to measure my other method, which I'm just going to change this method just a little bit from what I did last time. So I'm still going to use this pan in this upward position, but rather than turn this upside down and do it that way, I'm going to do it this way. So what I'll have to do is I'll have to put my beans in my pan, I'll put the lid on them, and then I'll have to pick up the whole thing together and put them on the pan like that. The reason I think that will work better is because you can see by looking at the lid that the flange is quite a bit bigger on this side. So what was happening before is I think the steam was kind of escaping out of that joint right there because it's not a very good seal. It's just a small ridge and it doesn't really seal on there very well. But running it this way will help it hold the steam a little bit better, forcing it through the hole into that upper chamber. So I'm going to give that a try. He is the wild jungle boy. Like I say, this one I'm going to put on this way, and this one will be on regular. So go ahead and change angles here. I'm going to go ahead and put this one over here. This is the shiny pan. This is kind of more of a traditional setup. And then on my baking pan, normally what I use for baking, I'm going to put this setup on now. Remember, I've got my beans underneath, and then I'm just going to turn everything over together and put it on top of my pan. I am having a little bit of a hard time getting my Swedish fire torches started with just this hole. So I'm going to put another piece of fire starter in there and see if I can't get these to run by themselves. Something?
Makes sense. Did you find more in it? No, I didn't. I found something.
I've got some nice pieces of meat here if anybody's want to try some. You want to try a piece of meat?
Yep.
This end of the stick's not hot if you want to just grab the stick.
Yeah, thanks. That's good. Give it a nice roasty flavor.
Oh yeah, that's really good.
Yeah.
Those are big, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I could cut them smaller. More of this steak is ready, Emma. This is what it's all about right here.
Where?
Yeah. Don't drop it. Want another one?
1 second. Is this stick done?
Mm-hmm.
Let me see it.
You want some more? Is Luke getting some?
Is Luke getting some? Yeah. Here's another stick.
Did I say bring us more?
Yeah. Well, actually, it's not that high. Tell me when it's ready.
Okay, I'll yell for you.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, you can take one.
Do you think this one's done?
Yeah, go ahead. So this round hole for the Swedish fire torch didn't really work out. I had both of them lit, but they wouldn't stay lit, and this one smoldered and smoldered, and then it finally just got going. I'm gonna go ahead and put all my beans in the one pot and just cook them and see how they go. I'm gonna transfer all the beans into this, because this is the experiment that I'm really kind of excited about trying. So I'm gonna put all the beans in here, which they're still a little bit frozen, even though they've been sitting out here for quite a while. So this will be quite a few beans, but it'll be that much better of a test. It's actually kind of a tight fit. Whoops, I put the wrong lid on it though. I need to put this lid on it. So let's see, that's full of beans. The water started boiling, but just as I suspected, you know, rather than water filling up in here, it's actually dripping down the sides, which isn't too big of a deal. You can hear it dripping into the fire. So I just got a paper towel and a case liner for the Firebox, but I think I'll be able to get it off with this. Alright, I got it off. Let's see what they look like. Hopefully they're done. Oops. So this seemed to work a lot better. Definitely more effective as far as... I think they need just a little bit more time. I'm going to put them back on. Okay, I'm going to pull these beans off again to see if they're done. Once again, if I had a pair of leather gloves, this would actually be pretty easy. That's where I'm going to put the beans, Bob.
Where? Right where I'm sitting?
No, you're fine.
I can smell them.
They smell good.
So I'm sitting down.
Let me grab a fork. We need to put butter and stuff. They're not going to taste good yet. They're done though.
I would say like that much.
No, more than that.
Okay. Like that?
I didn't pepper them. Usually I salt and pepper them. They're definitely done, huh?
Yeah, they're really good. Are we just going to eat them out of the pan? Okay.
Well, that's one way you can steam
It's really good.
without modifying your inner pan. So it will still work as a frying pan if you have a pot holder or just a smaller pan or a dish. And then all you've got to do is just use your lid that has the hole drilled in it for the thermometer and use that for steaming. I think that worked pretty good, and there's quite a few beans here.
Yeah. And usually I don't like them, but I really like these ones.
I was really maxing out the capacity. You know, this is about as much as you'd ever be able to cook in this method because there's just not very much space.